Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Auto Tune-Up. When you stand in front of the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser, you don't just see a car, you see a legacy. This is a nameplate that has lived in deserts, jungles, snowy mountain passes, and endless highways for more than 7 decades, and Toyota has been very careful with every new redesign. The latest model balances nostalgia with progress in a way that feels both respectful and forward-looking. The front fascia is bold without being unnecessarily aggressive. It doesn't shout, but it has presence. The rectangular headlights are sharp and lean, designed with precision that hints at modern technology, yet they still have that rugged aura. The grille, wide and muscular, carries Toyota's name proudly, sitting higher to remind you of the SUV's elevated ground clearance. Underneath, the skid plate suggests durability, almost inviting you to take it off the paved road and into terrain where many luxury SUVs would hesitate. Even the hood has a strong, squared look that speaks of capability. Move around the side and you notice how the Land Cruiser designers resisted the temptation of too many curves or fragile creases. Instead, you get a muscular shoulder line, slightly flared wheel arches, and proportions that feel timeless. This is not an SUV trying to look sporty for the sake. It's an SUV designed to inspire confidence on mountain trails, towing jobs, and long-distance expeditions. The squared side profile means visibility remains excellent, and it also ensures the cabin feels airy inside. The doors close with a reassuring thud, reminding you that body-on-frame construction is still part of the DNA. Toyota offers multiple wheel designs, from rugged utilitarian styles to more premium alloys, giving buyers a choice depending on whether they want a rough-and-ready adventure spec or something more polished for suburban duty. The side mirrors are large, with integrated cameras, providing improved visibility when off-roading or parking in tight city spaces. At the rear, Toyota avoids unnecessary drama. The tailgate is simple and functional, but it hides clever features. The taillights are slimmer, stretching horizontally to give the SUV a wider look from behind, and they use modern LED signatures that feel crisp at night. The bumper has been raised slightly to improve departure angles off-road, but it's still practical for loading gear, groceries, or camping equipment. A small roof spoiler adds a touch of sportiness without looking out of place, and the rear window can still open independently of the tailgate, which is a small but practical feature that Land Cruiser owners have always appreciated. Every line at the back feels like it was drawn with a purpose, not just for looks. Step inside. Once you open the door and step inside, the character of the Land Cruiser really shines. Toyota has aimed for something that combines retro charm with contemporary tech. Instead of filling the cabin with only touch panels and haptic surfaces, they've preserved actual knobs and buttons of big, glove-friendly controls that can be used when you're out in the cold or when bouncing over rough terrain. It feels refreshing in a world where so many cars have buried essential functions and complex menus. The dashboard is upright and functional, yet trimmed with enough soft-touch materials and accents to remind you this SUV is no longer just about utility, it's also about comfort. Depending on trim, the infotainment system starts with an 8-inch screen, but most customers will choose the larger 12-inch setup. The graphics are crisp, the system is responsive, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Toyota also offers a premium JBL audio system with up to 14 speakers, which means you can enjoy rich sound while cruising long distances. The instrument cluster blends analog-style clarity with digital flexibility. Higher trims offer a fully digital 12-inch display that shows navigation, vehicle status, and even off-road data like pitch, roll, and differential lock engagement. Seating comfort is excellent. The front seats are wide and supportive, with multiple adjustments and available heating and ventilation. Rear passengers enjoy generously groomed thanks to the squared roof line and flat floor design. Depending on configuration, you can choose between 2-row or 3-row setups, meaning the Land Cruiser can either be a 5-passenger adventure vehicle with a large cargo bay or a 7-passenger family hauler with a little less room in the back. Materials inside lean more toward durability than outright luxury, but the overall feel is solid and high quality. In higher trims you get leather, wood accents, and contrast stitching, but even the base models feel thoughtfully put together. Under the hood, when it comes to performance, Toyota has taken a new path. Gone is the traditional V8 that used to power Land Cruisers. In its place is the iForce Max powertrain, a hybrid system built around a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired with an electric motor and 8-speed automatic transmission. Together, they produced 326 horsepower and a strong 465 pound-feet of torque. That torque figure is particularly important off-road, and when towing it provides the grunt you need at low speeds and ensures smooth progress on steep climbs or while pulling heavy loads. Acceleration is decent for a vehicle of this size, hitting 60 miles per hour in about 8 seconds. It's not meant to be a racer, but it feels capable and steady, with enough power to overtake on highways without stress. Fuel economy is also improved compared to past models. Estimates hover around 22 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway, which may not sound revolutionary until you remember this is a full-size, body-on-frame SUV with standard four-wheel drive. For families or adventurers who plan to drive long distances, those numbers will make a difference over time. Off-road, the Land Cruiser continues to impress. Standard full-time four-wheel drive, a 2-speed transfer case, locking center differential, and available locking rear differential ensure traction in tough conditions. Toyota's multi-terrain select system lets you choose modes for mud, sand, rocks, or snow, adjusting throttle, braking, and traction control to optimize grip. Crawl control acts like off-road cruise control, maintaining low speeds automatically while you focus on steering. There's also a stabilizer bar disconnect system that increases wheel articulation, allowing each tire to better follow uneven surfaces. Add in the underbody protection, approaching departure angles, and water-fording capability, and it's clear this SUV hasn't forgotten its roots. Safety is comprehensive thanks to Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Features include pre-collision detection with pedestrian and cyclist alerts, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, and traffic sign recognition. Higher trims add surround view cameras, parking assist, and trailer sway control, making it easier to handle in both crowded parking lots and remote trails. Pricing starts around $59,000 in the US, with higher trims reaching into the mid-60s. Compared to the Land Cruiser's past, which often climbed toward $90,000 or more, this makes the new model more accessible while still delivering authentic capability. Internationally, versions like the LC300 Hybrid push power even higher, giving markets like Australia a taste of the most powerful Land Cruiser ever made. All of this adds up to an SUV that feels like it has stayed true to itself while adapting to modern demands. The 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser isn't trying to be a city luxury SUV that never leaves the pavement, and it's not a stripped-out utility box either. It sits comfortably in between a rugged, reliable, and ready for adventure, yet welcoming inside with enough technology and comfort for daily life. It respects the past while preparing for the future, and that balance is what makes it so compelling. And as we wrap up this review, it's clear that Toyota has not just revived the Land Cruiser, they've redefined it. This is a vehicle built to take you anywhere, with confidence, durability, and now, greater efficiency. Whether you're tackling rocky trails, hauling the family on a road trip, or simply enjoying the prestige of owning a legendary name, the 2026 Land Cruiser is a machine that delivers. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more detailed breakdowns of the latest cars, trucks, and SUVs, make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment with your thoughts on the new Land Cruiser, and don't forget to subscribe to Car Auto Tune-Up. We have plenty more reviews, comparisons, and test drives coming your way, and you won't want to miss them.